Hey Virgo, how are you? I'm good, thank you. My name is Carol Lisette, and I'm here. Let me fix this really quick. I'm here with your November 2023 Manifestation Activation Tarot Reading, Virgo. My name is Carol Lisette. I don't know if I said that already. But in these readings, I will get all of your frequencies, the energetic frequencies that the Virgo in the light, anybody working with the archetype of Virgo, I'll get the frequencies out that you are sitting in, the frequencies that are currently available for you. I'll clarify these parts of your manifestations with the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, tarot system twice, and then I'll get channeled messages for you, darling. While this video is uploading, I will activate the frequencies so that now that you'll be consciously aware of the frequencies that you are resonating in, and then I activate them for you, you will seamlessly be able to meditate and access and direct these energies for your own conscious manifestations. Okay. So, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved, Virgo, let's go ahead and get started, okay? I'll ground myself. And what I ask you, viewer in the light, is that you take a moment while I shuffle and get the cards out and ask yourself, what do you feel the most about? What elicits the strongest emotions in your heart? Even emotions that you don't particularly like. The strong part doesn't have to be pleasant, but the strong emotions that you feel, this is what's attracting things to you, darling. The thing that you think about the most, okay, and especially the ideas that elicit also strong emotion. These are the things that you're magnetizing to yourself, Virgo. So think about those things, darling. And also, another good way to apply this reading is just your projects, your plans, your systems. What are you creating? This reading is to be applied to your manifestations. We are manifesting all the time on so many different levels, consciously and unconsciously. Okay? Oh, by the way, I'm an energy worker. I am autistic. I STEM. This is me moving the energy quite literally through my body. Okay, I'm a vessel, a channel, a vessel for the light, for these messages, for these downloads. Okay, these are transmitted messages, and most of this is channeled. So thank you, Virgo. Let's get going. Yeah, here it goes now. This is the part where I start getting into it. Get into it too, okay? Get into it with me, Virgo. Let's go. Thank you for participating in this conscious co-creation with me. Thank you, okay? Oh, God. I'm sorry, Virgo. I mean, I'm not sorry, actually. This just has to happen. This is how Spirit gets in tune with me, darling. To get in tune with you, okay? What you got going on, Virgo? You have a lot going on. I feel this. I think that this mentioning of different systems, this is what's going on, Virgo, with your detailed mind. Spirit, please, in the light. Thank you. Headspace. Okay, in your head space, you've got number 33, Miracle. The heart space, you've got Gaia. And the correspondence between your heart and your mind, you've got number 24, Earth. In the principle of cause and effect, what can you change? Synergy, what won't be changed? In the principle of gender, empowerment, your dance with destiny, your daily rhythm is compassion. And your overall vibration, darling, is conception, number 16. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead around with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. Just to have a little more to work with here, okay? Let's clarify. Wow. Okay, Spirit, okay. Interesting, okay. Bottom of the deck, you've got the King of Swords here. Okay. The bottom of the deck for me represents the unconscious energy and unconscious energy for you, and for me as the reader shuffling the deck. Okay, so in your headspace, the principle of mentalism, okay, you've got number 33, Miracle. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Number 33, Miracle. Have a look at the sacred geometry and the colors, please, for your subconscious. You don't need to work too hard. Just have a glimpse, if you would. Thank you. Paired here with the Knight of Cups. What do I see? Approaching this Knight of Cups, this Cups energy has been following the readings around a little bit. Okay, you've got Miracle here with the Knight of Cups. What does this represent to me, though? I don't see anything. Let's move forward. So here in your heart space, you've got number 28, Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Gaia. Infinitely connected to one another. Okay, have a look, number 28, Gaia. With the Knight of Wands here. So this is interesting. You've got Knights. So you're ready to go. Okay, Virgo's ready to go. Thinking about emotions, but feeling passion. I see. This is what I see here. Okay, but Gaia and Miracle, headspace, Miracle, emotional miracles. Oh, emotional miracle. I see energy and motion here with the Miracle. And then this Gaia, see, when Earth is presented to us here with the card of Gaia, since there's an Earth card, which is actually also present. Virgo, you're an Earth sign, darling. These are good. This is a natural energy for you, okay? This makes sense. This is a natural energy for you. And then I see that you have been amping yourself up, kind of gearing yourself up for this trip, for battle almost. You know that you're thinking about things that you never would have thought these things would come into fruition, these things that are going on in your mind, darling. So this is okay. I understand that. Like, so much of the time, I mean, honestly, light workers, we're hit from left field with the abilities that we have, and we're granted with these abilities. We're granted with them most of the time. It's because we don't want them. So I put my intention personally to be a vessel for the light, to be a light worker, to dedicate my life. You know, my life was threatened so much, so many times. I've experienced so many near-death experiences from violence and other ways. My prayer was this: Lord, just, because at that time, you know, I didn't even really love myself, but there was some love, something. And I asked God, I said, please just, if I survive this, just use me for the light. Please let me be a vessel for you, God. Use me for the greatest good. This was my desperate prayer, okay? This was my desperate prayer. My desperate prayer was not, please give me the ability to be miraculous. My desperate prayer at that time was not, please give me the ability and the conscious awareness of the ability to move energy through my body and transmit messages from source to, you know, humans here in the 3D. My prayer was not, you know, Lord, after I survive this, let me be outcast and isolated so that I could get to know myself and you and do your light work. No, this wasn't it. And this is what I see here, that I see a light worker who wants to do well and has to give themselves, you're in this energy of miracle in your mind. You're maybe contemplating, I think Virgo is contemplating the miracles, supposed miracles, but this is manifestations. True pure manifestation is also called prayer, is also called meditation, is also called, like, what it is the true magic of changing our reality. And it's called miracles, but Christ came here to show us that these miracles are actually accessible to all of us. So I see, Virgo, your mind, I see that you're just kind of aligning with this, darling. This is okay, this is good. I mean, know thyself and know what it does to your emotions. So, because you're so grounded, darling, okay? You're grounded. This is the thing that's helping you right now. I see it in your heart and your mind. You see that you're grounded right now, sweetheart. But the emotions, though, it's really making it hard. I see that you're feeling challenged. Okay, this is what I see. You're feeling challenged because of the emotions that are elicited and the necessity to deal with them alone, to deal with them without another human to talk to or, I don't know, bounce things off of or something. This is a necessity to prepare yourself for battle. Who's going to go when the knight is getting ready for war? Who's going to go onto the field? Who's going to go there? Only the knight. Nobody else is there for them. They've got to come to terms with that, with this. They're going into fight and they don't know what's going to happen next. And this is what I see you maybe preparing to do something and dealing with the emotions that are elicited by that. And also I'm getting this channel message of preparing yourself not to allow emotional reactions to dictate what your choices are, especially in action. Like, like the ability to stay ever so grounded, that when others are faced with these intense emotions in the situation that you may be getting ready for, and it doesn't have to be anything aggressive, or it doesn't have to be anything even dangerous, but it is just a new battle, a new endeavor, something that you're taking on. And I mean, I see this, something that Virgo is planning to conquer. But this is not just like, oh, I'm going to conquer, and knowing the challenges, knowing what you're going to face, knowing the uncertainty of it, and going anyway because of this knowledge that you're miraculous, that your manifestations are going to be your best friend, is what I see here. Your livelihood depends on how you react during this. So, and then their night. So what I'm seeing, it's a masculine energy. movement. So what I'm saying is that, so whatever this endeavor is, you're going to be on the go. And I see that you realize that there's going to be emotions elicited and the necessity to temper those down and make grounded choices. And this is what I see you prepping for that. This is good, beautiful, great job. All right, know thyself, you know yourself. And there's a big result here, especially with the Knight of Wands here, and also with Gaia. Gaia being Mother Earth and in the position of your heart space, your emotions. So this is also probably you getting in tune with Earth. I would say with this wand, I'm getting this message to go plant a tree. Plant a tree. Random, but do it. So if you have the ability to do so, or stand next to a tree, right hand on the tree. What do you want me to say, Spirit? Just a second, guys. Right hand on the tree, left hand on your heart, darling, or the plant, or whatever, the stone, the grass outside of your house, whatever, in the air if you're on a balcony. That's also part of our natural environment, the earth, okay? So do this, right hand on the part of nature, left hand on the heart. Call in loving, unconditional loving light to ground you through to the earth. Okay, so use nature to ground yourself. You don't need to. You can. I can ground myself right now. I can tether into the center of the earth right now. Okay, and I don't have to be outside to do so. What I'm seeing is Spirit saying, in preparation for this endeavor, go outside. So, and this is actionable. This has to do with passion. So maybe when these emotions you're going to feel fear. You're battling fear, my darling light worker, I see. So, fear can cause us to freeze, or it can cause us sometimes this impulsive feeling. Well, fear, it causes an impulse. Our emotions are impulses. Sometimes, they shoot through us. When you're having all these emotions, when they're coming to you, darling, and you're thinking about what you can bring into the world here, what you can make, this is also a lot of energy. This is a download, some download telling you what you're capable of, and that you're going to be doing things, maybe not exact details. So there's a nervous, there's an anxiety almost, okay, am I going to do a good job? Am I hearing you right? Am I receiving these downloads properly? While you're putting one foot in front of the other, emotions are going to be elicited and you're going to deal with those. And Spirit is saying, go to your mother, darling. Go to the earth. Let her hold you and cradle you. Let the earth love you. Let the earth calm you and quell you. In your breathing and your meditations, this is when your passion becomes too much and the energy is coming through, you're having to I'm seeing energy in strings, but like muscles. I'm seeing muscular tissue. I'm seeing muscular tissue. Like what you would see under a microscope or on a mannequin. I used to work in a biology lab, so. So what I'm seeing is these muscles tensing, and like a Charlie horse. This is what I'm what a Charlie horse would do to you. Waking up in the middle, waking up with the Charlie horse, and I'm seeing the muscles in your calf. And I'm seeing them tense, and I'm getting the picture of energy swirling around you, amber colored, amber and green, around these, because I'm seeing the calf of the muscle, but I'm only seeing the muscles, not the skin, and I'm seeing that this color, this energy is wrapping up the calf, for the Virgo who's just waking up with this terrible this terrible Charlie horse in your calf. And instead of panicking, I'm seeing that along with with this amber green energy wrapping around, I'm seeing you breathing and calling in that energy to quell your muscles, to quell your system, to then get your Charlie horse that feeling when the muscles finally start retracting, like, oh, thank God that's done. It's a little bit sore, but this is what Mother Earth, this is what Gaia is going to do for you, darling, when you're feeling that tense feeling. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Switch. So, okay, moving forward. And this is not going to be, this is crazy because, okay, so the correspondence between your mind and your heart, you've got Miracle and Gaia, okay? They're forming their own correspondence, and they're forming a correspondence to the position that represents your inner compass. And the correspondence of the energy there is the frequency of Earth, okay? It's number 24. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Number 24, Earth. Paired here with the Page of Coins. Okay. I don't know why this Earth card is reminding me of the Chariot, so Cancer energy. And then this is like, I was telling you about, that's a raw feeling. Like, imagine like maybe your partner, like say, you know, you have a partner, your husband or your wife or whatever, and they're sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden you wake up with this Charlie horse, you're like, ah, right? And so that's, they're kind of like fresh. They're just like, whoa, what's going on? You know, are you okay or what? And so when you get this proverbial, metaphorical Charlie horse, when the idea of your manifestation of this endeavor strikes you to where you become intense and you're having like a physical reaction and you're understanding that you have to go to the earth, this is what I'm saying. I'm giving you the message, darling, okay? When you start tripping out, I'm telling you, this is what Spirit wants you to do. Go outside to the earth, my love, okay? So, and it's gonna be like, you're gonna be like this, like a young page. But this page is a page of coins, okay? The coins has to do with earth. Virgo, you're an earth sign also, darling. Ground, ground, and ground. Yeah, because you've got this miraculous energy and you're going to need to be balancing your emotions, darling. I see you getting ready. This is masculine energy. So I'm talking, you know, if you're in the boardroom and you guys are having like a little intercession, step outside. Don't go to the washroom or don't go stand at the vending machine. Step outside, go to the earth. Every chance that you get, go to a window. This is what Spirit's saying. You're gonna find us, we're gonna ground you, we love you, you're doing a great job. Because I'm seeing that you're gonna feel like you're in your own singular experience. This is a mission of yours, darling. This is something that you are putting upon yourself, some chosen mission. And you know, you're the only one with all the details of this, right? So while others are all of their own experiences around you and everything, this can be off-putting sometimes. Please go to nature, sweetheart, okay? This is what I see. And also when you're doing your visualization or your scripting or whatever, however you manifest, it's a good idea also to do so outside or do so by a window or something like this. Make sure you're getting sun. The sun is very good for you. Okay, moving forward. In the position of what you can change, the principle of cause and effect, you have got number 41, synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before, combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting concretions can give birth to a new reality. Synergy. I can talk about synergy forever, but let's just go with the with what the frequency card says here, okay? There's so many things happening on so many different levels of consciousness, and that you understand. I'm seeing that you understand manifestation and miracles. Your own particular way. You know how to work with your own essence. This is your first major arcana. It's paired with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So these major arcanas, they're contract cards. These are things that you wrote into your contract before you came down here to the earth to do your loving light work, okay? And you said to Source, I'm going to go down to the world, and eventually I'm going to be in the Wheel of Fortune energy and in the frequency of synergy. I'm going to learn how to use this Wheel of Fortune energy while in these frequencies, this synergistic frequency, meaning that your tried and true ways, your tried and true magic within yourself. This is a person who has come to a knowing of themselves. This is what I see, my love. When you're causing your changes, go with what you know, okay? The world is not going to reflect the truth. The truth is within you, okay? Energy precedes matter, and depending on how very strong your emotions, I'm seeing a lot of prep work. I'm seeing a lot of plan work. I'm seeing a Virgo who really put a lot of conscious soul searching, heart searching, even higher heart work and speaking when it comes to your current manifestations, whatever you're going after. So you know what you want. You already know. You have to trust this within yourself, is what I'm saying. So as these synergies are happening in the world, things are changing. Things around you are not going to be consistent with your manifestation at this time. And that doesn't matter, because I see you so involved in your mind and in what you're planning in this endeavor. You're going on a conquest, or you're going into something where you're going to fight for what you want. Okay? It could be a peaceful warrior kind of fight, but it's still a fight. And that is where the magic is, in these emotions that are going to be needing grounding. That's where this magic miracle thing is in these emotions, in all of the planning, in all of the hoping and wishing, in all of the checks, the system checking. Do I have integrity? Am I approaching this from the right way? I see somebody with a good heart who wants things to go well. So this is what I see, that you not only wanted this, but you wanted to be able to do this without the proof in 3D. Like, this is a lesson in faith and trust in oneself and one's knowing, one's spiritual knowing. You wrote this into your contract, darling. This is why the earth and the grounding for your emotions is so important, because you're working with your emotions. Your emotions are energy in motion. They are strong because you're aware. Something has happened where you've become like consciously aware of the fact that others are going to be looking upon you as if you are causing miracles, or people are going to be taken aback by the changes that you do cause. I see these things culminating quietly in the background, and then change will ensue. And I'm seeing that people are going to be like, what the actual, like, what are you? Like, what is this? And so you're going to do that. You're going to hit people from left field. This is going to make a big impact in your world. You're going to affect a lot of people. You're going to open people's minds. You're going to shatter preconceptions of the matrix, whatever people are experiencing that they think they have to experience. The results of this manifestation, this is why it's important to you. You know that it's going to be a big impact. You know you've been consciously manifesting. You know you've been planning this even maybe for years. I see even subconsciously or unconsciously, like planning, picking little parts out of different experiences of your life. Like Spirit has been preparing you for this, darling. And you also knew over all this time that you were gonna have, this is like, I'm feeling this ambiguity, that's what these cards are showing me. In cause and effect, you're gonna cause changes in ambiguity with your faith and trust in your own power of manifestation and energy in motion is what I see. Good. All right. Thank you for your patience in getting that. Hydrate. Your second major arcana here with empowerment in the principle of gender, what won't be changed. You've got the frequency of empowerment paired with the Empress. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected to the same source. Number 26, empowerment. I see Cancer in this. I see in the circles, the 5 circles on the outer rim of this pattern, I'm seeing the claws of a crab. I'm seeing Cancer. I don't know. Have a look. What do you think? Or maybe a scorpion. I'm just seeing that, the claws. Okay? Empowerment. Maybe you're sheltered, you're strong, you're protected, I see, in your empowerment, yes. And it's here with the Empress. Okay? You see how she's sitting there? Yeah, definite fucking empowerment. Oh my God. Wow. Definite empowerment. Wow. And you see the thing, the I don't know exactly what this is. Is this like a cornucopia, or are these, what is she standing on? I don't know, but it's in the shape of a crescent moon here. But it's also in the shape of these, those things that I said look like the claws. What she's stepping on also, you see it? So people are not, so this could also be causing you like a feeling of isolation, darling, because you're so empowered and people are aware of your claws. People are aware of how very protected you are. And most people are on some bullshit, like in the world. We have a handful of people that unless you're like, you spent your whole life cultivating relationships and you found your soul tribe and this and that and the other thing, that's beautiful. That's my goal, but currently what I'm seeing here is that people see this protection that you have, and most people don't have the integrity or wherewithal to uphold their integrity in the programming of the world. Okay, most people don't have the wherewithal, darling. It isn't a personal slight against you. Usually when people are avoidant, it has to do with some type of shortcoming within themselves, sweetheart. Okay? Remember that. It doesn't have to do with you. Okay? Because I'm seeing somebody very empowered. I'm seeing you here, probably people only come to you when they need something, when they need serious advice. People just don't question this kind of power. They figure you've got it all. This is just the power. This is the power that comes with, this is the challenges that come with power. And like I said, we let this in saying, but I also see you very protected, okay, sweetheart? And there's like a little bit of loneliness. We have to remember that you're always connected to your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors, and also the people in the world that you do actually connect with. Personally, as a light worker, I don't have a like 3D social life, not really, no, not at all. And my social life is with people across the world. That's even minimal, okay? But as a light worker, please know that there's no separation between you. Time and distance are just illusion. Time and distance are illusions. You're not actually alone, okay? This is the message, okay? You could feel that way, but this is a protection, and it's actually an actual, I'm even seeing like an armor, like actual literal physical protection that, and also I know that you don't care. Like I know that most of the time you're like, good, stay away from me. Like I'm also feeling that you can't change it, but there are times when you're like alone, but you're very empowered, okay? You have a lot of power. You're protected in this power. You're seated. I see that you're upright and true, okay? And this is good. And just know that in your interactions with other humans, this has to do with the wherewithal to uphold their integrity. It's not that these people that, it's not that people are always shysty or wishy-washy or something. It's not that they have bad intention toward you, or it's not that they're being also negligent toward you because of something that you did or because of some shortcoming within you. No, darling light worker, and I know that you know this, but sometimes we're just always going in and out of this consciousness. We're on the 3D. I just want you to know it's not personal. You're very strong. You're very strong. Not everybody could resonate in your frequency, sweetheart. Okay? That's what the shell that protected armor. Your armor is your frequency, your vibing kind, your power. So this is good. And also because it's the Empress, I'm seeing that you do have feminine energy. This is not going to change. You are empowered in your divine feminine, in your yin energy. And I did see all these young men, all this young, what is this? Vital energy, this young man, this vitality, this vital masculine energy in your heart, in your mind, kind of sparking these emotions that would cause you to actually literally need to bust into nature to ground your emotions. So this is good because what you're not changing is when you're going to nature, you're going to Mother Earth, you're also going to your inner mother, to yourself, you're connecting to your inner Empress, and you'll be more empowered, sweetheart. That is where Earth, 2D, talk to those on 2D, set up something if you understand, only if you understand this, okay? Make sure you're doing, because like, don't make any contracts, don't make any agreements now on 2D, but be aware of those energies that do govern over the elements, and know that you do have support there. Just don't try not to get into any contracts, especially if you're a light worker on the move, like end grid work. Then you don't want to make any agreements with 2D and then leave. No, just be wise, okay? Okay, okay, moving forward, let's hydrate. When it comes to 2D, I mean like the entity that would govern over all the trees in your neighborhood. The entity that would govern, just think of it like this, okay? And if this is meant for you to really truly understand, Spirit will reveal it to you in your meditations or the research. If you consciously decide to research, then Spirit will reveal the honest truth to you. This is a reading for somebody who wants the greatest good for everybody. We're in the light, okay? The frequency of compassion is in your dance with destiny. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that the unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. Okay? Heaven and earth, and I'm telling you to tether, would like go to the trees, tethered to source, right hand on the tree bark, left hand on the heart, okay? That's heaven and earth. And then spirit and matter. This has to do with those entities, okay, with the dimensional earth energies. And then unconditional love flowing from source through our heart and into the world. So that this unconditional love flowing from source through your heart and into the world is what this endeavor is, what you're creating, manifesting. So this is compassion, and it's paired here with the devil. The devil's another major arcana. You wrote this into your contract. You're able to be compassionate with those who are like this, without judgment. Stand by others without judgment. Be the divine mediator. Okay, so they know not what they do. You can choose whether or not to forgive them, but as the mediator, I see that you're able to be compassionate with those who have addictions. Everybody's got an addiction. You can be addicted to anything, everything, okay? And I'm seeing Virgo not being judgmental in that, and I think that's wonderful for you. That's in alignment with the progressed archetype of Virgo, the healer. Someone who understands that addiction is a disease and must be nursed out of a person. A person must nurse themselves out of this devil energy, darling. And this takes compassion. We can only help our fellow beings when we're breathing in compassion through our hearts. This is this green color, this beautiful green color. Breathe in this green heart chakra. Breathe in. When you're breathing, imagine the breath to be the green light of source for the heart chakra, and imagine every inhalation to go through your heart. Green loving heart chakra activation light, okay, for you to be compassionate with other people, not to be a pushover. You're not a pushover. You're very empowered, okay? It's not going to change it. You're very empowered. It takes a tough person. This is maybe why you have this armor. This is why it looks like if you're going into battle, because I see you going to make real change in the world, okay? And I see that you're going to be dealing with some shadow entities, and you're going to be able to apply compassion where it's necessary, and you're also going to be able to discern where compassion just won't do it. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Virgo, we were taught, and this is why, and what you can change. Okay, so this is why the synergy in this wheel, your luck, your fortune, is going to be in when things are feeling like you might be always like shifting timelines, or your level of consciousnesses you're traversing different levels of consciousness. Possibly there's some ambiguity. And this, learning how to access this energy in the frequency of synergy is what gives the Virgo the solar plexus reinforcement, the confidence to be able to deal with this darker energy, to know this is when you're gonna gain this is when you're gonna gain the confidence and the self-knowing. You're gonna know within yourself to be able to trust yourself to discern what is a shadow entity that will drain you or something, or what is just when there's a situation where you can see there's an entity there, that person is dealing with the entity, but you know already whether or not, like how far to go with that, how far to put the boundaries. This is almost a compartmentalization when it comes to other humans, because we do need to deal with other people. So you can almost compartmentalize their shadow, and then look at that shadow and ask yourself, is this something that I can get into? Is this something that I can actually, can I communicate with this person without their shadow entity affecting the lesson or causing some problem for you? You will know what to do. And if you do determine, darling, your spirit guides are with you all the time. If you do determine that, if you have this feeling, okay, this intuition, a knowing, it's not a fear, it's a knowing, This person, I can't deal with them. Trust that. Trust yourself, okay? This is, remember the fortune that you have been blessed with in times when you didn't know how you were going to get through a situation. When you just didn't know how you were going to go through a situation, you kept your faith, and then you were fortunate. Remember that, keeping your faith, you're trusting your own intuition, okay? That is how in your daily dance, your dance with destiny, you'll be able to get through this endeavor. To navigate whatever this is that you're approaching. You wrote this into your contract. So Virgo, also, like, because I saw that this miraculous, like, this is, I was talking about people who are in positions of power who don't actually want that power, like so, and probably before you gain this power, you might be a dark worker, you might be a light dark worker, somebody who elected to be placed into the darkest parts of the world, the most desolate, spiritually desolate parts of the world. You might be one of those people who got to know this very intimately before you got to know what manifestation is. You might be one of those people, I am seeing maybe one of those people that became an expert in manifestation out of necessity to survive, is what I see here. And so that gives you such a personal understanding of manifestation. It's just your essence. It's part of who you are, okay? Because your very survival depended on it. This is how I see that you're able to intimately understand these entity attachments. And so be compassionate in your days and trust yourself, darling, in what to get into and what not to. When it comes to boundaries, you're very empowered. So just lay your boundaries. That's it. Tap into your God power. Okay? God Goddess. Moving forward, your overall frequency, your overall vibration is conception. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin. Invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Your overall, this is your overall vibration. Okay. And it's saying, it closes here, focused awareness and intention. When I saw earlier too with your heart and your mind, I saw over a long time, seeing somebody building this over, whatever this is, it's like your whole life has come to this point. This is like not a side quest. This is like your whole life has come to this point, and maybe all your side quests got you to this conception of what you're about to embark on. It's coming into conception over all this time. You conceived of this, darling, over your whole life up until this moment. It's been rough. I see this with the 10 of Wands, okay? But it's a culmination. It's come to the conception. It's been hard. It's been rough. This is why you're starting. These emotions that you're going to be having to ground from, they're rightfully so. Rightfully, anybody's body, anybody's physical form would have a reaction, okay, to the type of energies that you're about to face, okay? But this is done like that. You're prepared. It may have been hard, sweetheart. It may have been hard for you. It's been hard for you. I see this. I see it with everything that we've talked about. So, but it's already to conception. You're here now. You're here. It's behind. You made it through those strong parts. It's not going to happen again. You defeated those devils. You understand what I'm saying? You slew those demons. So that's why Spirit's saying, like, yes, we know it's been hard, but you finally conceived of it. So it's finally your mission. You're here, sweetheart. So when those old emotions from everything it's taken for you to get here start to trigger some fear and anxiety, yes, go to the earth, my love. The earth loves you. We love you. We love you. You're so loved. This is a knowing that you've been feeling lonely, okay? It's okay. You're not alone, okay? Remember me now, here and now. Carol said, I'm with you, okay? Virgo in the light, I'm with you. If you feel lonely, call me. I'll be with you, okay? In this moment, we'll be together. You're doing so well. You're doing so well, okay? For the light work, let's move forward, okay? We'll move forward with another clarification with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. I use the Everyday Witch Tarot. If anything that I've said, one thing or two things has caught your attention, please just focus on that one thing. And you can always come back to the video and focus on other things if you want. There's so many downloads. I present a lot in these videos, but whatever resonates with you, just only take that, okay? Spirit, tell me how to present this for Virgo in the light here, please. Clarify. I don't say this. I'm hearing like how when people say let's go, but they're like Lego, like Legos, like this is what I'm hearing, Lego, like this, like in music sometimes. Maybe it's Lego. It's like a cheer. Somebody's cheering you on, right? I think. You've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You've got love in your mind somewhere. You're unconscious, subconscious. Okay. In Miracle, in your headspace with Miracle, you have the Knight of Cups with the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be dealing with people, sweetheart, because over here too. So the Three of Cups, it's got to do with some jovial energy. But these are three women at different stages in their lives. I'm seeing the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. This is another warning not to get into any deals. Don't make any contracts, spiritual or otherwise. Be careful, those three are tricky. But also you might be keep an ear open for prophecies, is what I see here. With this Miracle, it's in the headspace, and then this Knight of emotion, fine, you know, that's fine, whatever that was talking about, but I'm seeing downloads, transmissions from spirit, because they're oracles. The maiden, the mother, and the crone. They're three witches. They're oracles. So, sometimes they'll speak, and most of the time they'll speak in riddles. Crown chakra downloads I'm seeing here with this Three of Cups. So in this emotional grounding, this is jovial. Okay, you go out to nature. Go out to nature when you're thinking about whatever you're about to face, and you go out to nature, you start getting downloads, whatever feels good. This is a jovial thing. So when you start getting a spark of enthusiasm, okay, so your emotions are elicited, you go out to nature, all of a sudden, like, you calm down, and then all of a sudden you start to feel some good feeling, like inspiration or something. Like when you're breathing this green light through your heart, and your heart starts to feel like expanded, pay attention to those downloads. Pay attention right then and there. Am I getting a download? Think about it. Be in that good feeling. And I'm thinking that you're going to be getting, with the spark of positive emotion in your mind space, with the idea of positive emotion. Yeah, I'm just seeing downloads, sweetheart. I'm seeing crown chakra transmissions, downloads, and I'm saying that the way to discern what to actually pay attention to is the ones that give you this feeling of goodness, okay? Pure goodness, heart chakra, green light, okay? So, moving forward, in your heart chakra, in the heart space rather, with Gaia, and the Knight of Wands, you have got the Ten of Cups, and we had the Ace of Cups in the bottom. But, okay, heart space, and this is also cups, good feelings in the head. The 10 is another completion too, it's another culmination. And you did have a 10 over here. In your overall vibration. So it's your heart space, it's the Ten of Cups. It has to do with complete emotional fulfillment, of course. Knight of Wands. These are dreams. So this manifestation that you're embarking on is leading you to this place of fulfillment. The feminine here with the Three of Cups, and then this Ten of Cups with the family. That is why it's so important to you. This is what all the armor is there for, because you want to stay safe for whenever this is done. Like, whatever your endeavors are right now, your armor is going to be your spirit team. Your armor is going to be your fitness and your healthy eating. Your armor is going to be your healthy habits that you do. And so, like, if it's going to be out of your comfort zone or something, like, say you'll be traveling, like on the grid, we mentioned grid work, then it's going to be your mental habits. This make sure you're keeping your mental filter, your program, your thought filter. Always thought maintenance. Make sure you're getting your rest. Be adamant about time for rest. Like, if you're on the road, make sure you're taking care of your vessel, darling, is what I'm seeing, okay? Because you are going to, this is a successful manifestation, by the way. And what I see is that, you know, you're doing this for family. You're doing this for love. You're doing this for this. You're doing this for a partnership. Whatever partnership means to you, okay? So, but I'm seeing it traditional. Because you've got the Ten of Cups, it's a completion. You're needing to keep your body, this is why you have to ground, and this is why the Spirit's telling you you're empowered. You have got this, you know, protective shell over you. Don't worry. Go follow the motions of your manifestations. Trust in your manifestations. Trust in this plan. Trust in it because you're very protected and it is going to lead up to complete emotional fulfillment. I see with this 10 of Cups here, and then in the correspondence, your inner compass, you did have Earth, okay? And it with the Page of Coins, and it is now paired with the Lovers, another major arcana, okay? The Lovers has to do with the choices, but I'm just seeing a twin flame. I'm seeing a twin. I'm seeing somebody that reflects you. It might not be your twin flame, but somebody who gives you a damn good reflection. I see this. The correspondence of these energies of your heart and your mind energies are bringing you here. It's a major arcana. You have been fortifying yourself your whole life for this, is what I see. I see that Virgo's been fortifying themselves their whole life for this, in this culmination, and you never thought that you'd be able to perform these kinds of miraculous things, okay? And you are just following faith too, with these young people, this vital energy. This is a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of dedication, a lot of it wasn't that you desired this love, sure, but you weren't focused on it. You were focused on your mission, and this is a gift. It's a gift that you wrote this into your contract to. You're gifting this to yourself, sweetie, but your mission is for the mission itself. It's not to get some type of reward. And this is why I'm seeing that it's successful. This is why I'm seeing this gift from Spirit. This is what I see. So some just a little supporting energy here, and the principle of cause and effect. What can you change with synergy in this Wheel of Fortune? You've got this Page of Wands. There's just a little supporting energy I see. That just continue to keep your faith in everything, one foot in front of the other. Like the Page of Wands is very young. He's a little immature, but he knows what his tasks are. You know, the Page of Wands, he knows what his tasks are, and he just goes about them without a care in the world about anything else. This young guy just goes about his tasks. He's got this Wands energy, the fire. So whatever his cognizance is, whatever his desires, whatever all that is, this person can go about their tasks. And they just know this is a new page, somebody who's got the responsibility of delivering messages and such. So you know what this is. This is just a supporting energy telling you, like, in all of the synergy, just do what you know is required of you and let the rest of it flow past, is what I see here with the Wheel of Fortune, because, you know, what goes up must come down, and there's nothing that you can really do about the things that you don't understand. So just stay focused on your tasks, is what I see. If you want to make any change and you don't know how to implement these changes, focus on your tasks, you know, put the intention. You have to put your intention what you want. Spirit will give it to you. Spirit will tell you, focus on your tasks, darling. You're going to be very fortunate. Even if you don't understand like how it's all coming together, it's coming together. You've got this miracle in your mind. And the principle won't be changed. Principle of gender, you've got empowerment, the Empress, and it's with the 8 of Wands. Shit's coming in fast. Ground yourself in this Empress energy, in this empowered Empress energy, darling, because look at her. Look, she's like, it's all happening so quickly. So when things are not happening, or when things are happening all so very quickly, okay, it's like a catalyst. And I'm seeing a lot of prep work, and I'm seeing like all this armor. I'm seeing like all this stuff because now eventually things are going to be going really, really quickly. And this is good. A reminder, darling. You're in your Empress energy. You're very strong. You got this. Okay, Virgo, good job. Oh, darling Virgo, you're so strong. Your resolve is so strong. You're just, I see marching, marching, marching. I see you marching is what I see. I'm getting an image of somebody marching in mud, and every time you take your fucking boot up, I'm swearing so much, right? So every time I think this is a new guide of mine or something. So I'm saying that a lot. Okay, but anyways, I'm not watching television or anything like that would influence me to see this. It's weird. So, okay, but, excuse me. My darling Virgo, I'm seeing like your mud, like when you step into mud so deep and then it, like every time you lift your boot up, it's like, it has that like suction, like, and it takes even more muscle like to pull your foot up out of the mud. And I'm seeing you march even through that, you know, steady, keeping the pace, keeping the pace. I see this, sweetheart. I see this. Literal soldier of the light, literal warrior, literal light worker, light warrior. Thank you. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. But you're fucking doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing well. You're doing really well. It's been difficult. Challenging. But it's been fortifying. And I see this Ten of Cups and I see this Lover's card. And and then we have in your Dance with Destiny, you've got the Chariot. And I said that I was seeing the Chariot energy somewhere. Where was it? It was in the Earth card, in the correspondence, I was seeing this Chariot energy. Cancer. And this is where my emotions are coming up because I'm seeing Cancer, Sun, Virgo, Moon. I don't know where this is coming from. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm hearing this. So it must be like the energy that a Cancer, Sun, and Virgo Moon would produce, whatever that means to you, darling. Okay? So, but this is a major arcana paired with another, your daily Dance with Destiny, you're at a destiny point. You're definitely, okay? So, I know like it's not like the hugest deal to you because you're doing it, but to me, I'm just stepping into this energy, so I'm impressed, I am. So, but that's what the job is, to take the impression and talk with you about it. This is a necessity to be compassionate with yourself. This Cancer energy, and I was talking about the crab too. So please, we're talking about emotions too. So Virgo, this is also for somebody dealing with the archetype of Virgo. Like this is not, you don't just have to be like a Virgo sun or whatever. It's really important to be doing, sometimes I'll use the term mind maintenance, but here I would like to use emotional maintenance, okay? Emotional maintenance here. You've got support here, but this Chariot, look, she's okay, because we've got this super fast energy, like, and this isn't what you can't change. And then this young person here, she's on a motorcycle. This is going like quick movement. And then which way do I go? Like you see the things go this way or that way or whatever. And so you're going to be this has to do with your discernment with people, dealing with people, with their entities, okay? And the emotions that it elicits. Trust your emotions, trust yourself, continue to ground. You will know in this fast-moving energy, this compassion, this frequency of compassion, you're very supportive, darling, okay? So take that strong, I'm seeing that, so this is a reiteration also that you're gonna be feeling impulses, the impulse to go and maybe sometimes not know which way to go. Trust your discernment, trust yourself. This has been a long road, and it's not easy for you, or in your experience, you don't see yourself the way Spirit sees you. Spirit sees your journey from other lifetimes, but we'll keep it simple. Even just this lifetime, this leg, this contract that you wrote up, okay, and that you're experiencing. We're recording? Good. So this is important for me to say, because Spirit sees your capabilities. You don't see it. You don't see it. You really don't. You're so empowered. You're so strong. Keep on the path. It's not going to stay muddy. It's not. You're coming up into this Lover's energy, this 10 of Cups. You dedicated yourself to this, Virgo, whatever you're about to start doing, you dedicated, you prepared yourself, and I see a nervous energy when emotions come through. And this is Spirit saying to you, calm down, because you're so capable. So capable. Ridiculously capable, because see, you had this conception of all this has come together, darling, with this 10 of Wands. You were so tired, and then now I'm seeing an immediate King of Wands. You're going straight up to the King of Wands in your overall vibration. So this is good. You are so empowered. You're about to go. You're about ready to go on this manifestation. My advice to you in this manifestation is to continue to ground your emotions, ground yourself, and please feel some type of redemption. Keep on, when you have the time to, make sure you're not just taking care of your vessel, but you're also nourishing your mind when it comes to the necessity to fantasize, to imagine emotions, to resonate. Take time to read, to dream. Take time to draw, take time for art. Take some time for art. You could, if you're on the grid, art could even be, what kind of artwork could you do? I'm getting an idea of somebody whittling. Because I'm talking about soldiers, and a lot of soldiers would pick this up, whittling like wood and creating little things. You could maybe get yourself some clay, like the kind of clay for sculpting that doesn't dry out. Keep it with you, and you can just mess around with this clay. It's also very good for stress and everything, like a stress ball. So this is the message. Okay, so your overall vibration, the King of Wands. Yeah, you're steady as she goes, I'm hearing. You're doing great, sweetheart. Let's get some channeled messages, okay? For the archetype of Virgo in the light, we're going to get some messages. We'll start with messages of closure. When it comes to messages of closure, I connect with the ancestors, or sometimes with those that I'm no longer in contact with, or those that things have ended with, or certain situations have ended, and this would be the higher self of those, okay? Or like I said, ancestors. Let's see what comes up. In the light, Spirit, give me those channel messages for Virgo. If you are in the light. Virgo, I did a chakra cleanse. There were some negative beliefs, and I released those negative beliefs from my Virgo community. If you would be interested in knowing what those releases were, they are under my community tab, and you will also find a picture of these frequencies, the sacred geometry, and the colors will be there in a picture, along with the chakra cleanse, released beliefs. If you would care to build upon or use this tool that I'm giving you, please. You will get through this. It's okay if I seem far away. I told you this earlier too, like when it comes to when I was talking about our social lives and how you know, these people energetically are not separate from me or not separate from you when they're like not in your same area. Same thing for your ancestors, okay? It's okay if they seem far away, but they're not. The impact that they had on your life and what they contributed to your current frequency and understanding of life is always with you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. You will get through this as a message. I regret my poor choices. Everyone regrets their poor choices. That's how you come to recognize them as poor choices. So whoever you have on your mind, they may be they're just figuring this out, I guess. Anything else, Spirit, here? What messages of closure, please? No, that'll do. Okay, let's move forward with the In the Shadows Oracle deck here. What kind of shadows have you dealt with, or what? Let's see what comes up now, Spirit. Please let me know. Virgo, you've got a big job. You're such a wonderful healer. You've got something coming up. Like, even if you're not in the medical field, like, your presence is healing, you know? Really, truly. It's just all of you. Everything about you, sweetheart. Something about this is healing. Let it be true. Sometimes I hear your voice. Something about this has been coming up. I was careless with you. I hope you're happy. All three came out. So I said, shadows that you may have dealt with. Sometimes I hear your voice. This is how you're coping with the separation. This is how you're coping with your loneliness. This idea of loneliness, supposedly. Sometimes I hear your voice is actually comforting to you. You've learned how to tap into the good feelings, the goodness, the calm, the peace, and all of this tense manifestations, this almost neurotic energy when the passion and the emotions get so much. And I'm seeing that you will get through this. Then with sometimes I hear your voice is you learning how to, for your own particular system, calm down. And I'm seeing that you're probably listening to you maybe, it's like listening to ASMR, but like on astral, like from someone that you love or loved or something. This is what I'm seeing. You will get through this with sometimes I hear your voices, maybe that person, and you're remembering their comforting conversations with you, or maybe it's your guides and you're hearing literal, like you might be clairaudient and you're hearing calming things to get you like in your element and be calm and peaceful in your element. You deserve that. And I want you to know that's coming to you as well. This reflection of this ability to do this, to calm yourself down, that is also going to be reflected in this Lover's card and this Ten of Cups card. When your love, when your emotional fulfillment comes to you, is going to be a reflection of your ability to also calm down, be still, and in that stillness, you will feel your pure love and light, and that is this is what also our loved ones bring to us, okay, especially after a long leg of feeling by yourself in 3D. It's okay if I seem far away. I was careless with you. This is why there's anxiety coming up in your necessity to ground, because you were careless in the past, or you felt maybe careless with your emotions and some impulsivities happen. I regret my poor choices. I hope that you're happy. Well, I said I regret my poor choices, and I said something snippish earlier. What did I say? Oh, everyone regrets their poor choices. And now I hope you're happy. I don't know, let's get some clarity here with the shadow. You're wishing well maybe to your enemies or with the eye. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. This is a true hope, it's not sarcasm. I hope, I'm hearing hope, like hope, like, like hope, like so pure. Somebody's wishing well, somebody's wishing you well. You can't come with me. This is speaking to the loneliness, but you've got support, darling, okay? This is, you can only get to the destination point by getting through, like, you can only get through it by going through it on your own, I see. So, and you're doing this. This is all this prep work, okay? So moving forward. Messages of love, okay? Sound cleansing. You need to do some sound cleansing. This is something I heard. Sound cleansing. Put some, break the noise, break the silence, or break whatever noise is in your house. It's like almost, I'm feeling, you need to like put your headphones up. You don't have to do it for an extended period of time, but this is sound cleansing is what I'm saying. Sound bowls maybe, or tuning forks, however you do it, darling. Okay, messages of love, soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Friendship, this friendship is leading to more, and go slow. Take time to get to know each other. So I didn't see a love before, but I do see love coming up, and these messages of love are always going to start with self-love, right? Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Wait, the timing is not quite right. When it comes to love, one of you might be thinking of doing something, and I guess the answer is wait. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. Go slow, and then marriage came out. So serious soulmate commitment coming up. You had to wait. And this is developing not only a friendship like with the future partner, but also a true befriending of oneself to the point where you want to comfort yourself so much and bring you to this. Sometimes I hear your voice thing where you have learned how to calm yourself, quell yourself, love yourself the way that you would love your child, the way that you would love your best friend. This is important for you to do, okay? Especially when nobody else is around to do it. And this is what you took your time, you went slow with it. Where'd it go? Yes, go slow, okay? And then this friendship is leading to more. You had to befriend yourself. You had to befriend your own experience, okay? So I don't know, maybe you have met this person that you're interested in, and you're just friends right now, so it's leading to more, and I would say that it's marriage. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. This friendship is leading to more, so there you go, okay? Take it as it resonates. So any relationship is a reflection of a person's inner yin and yang balance, okay? This is the balance of your inner compass. When you have your inner compass balance, then you don't ever need to look outside of yourself to find your way. And this is what you want this is what you should be able to offer to your partner. You should be able to always find the way for your darling partner, maybe if they can't. Maybe if they're in a place where they can't, Balancing your inner compass out is very important. It's a reflection of your relationship, okay? And relationships are not always 50-50. So you've got to be able to traverse your experiences. And when you get into a relationship, you've got to be able to be at the pulse of time, with the balance of said relationship, with the experiences of two different people merging. This starts with the balance of the yang and the yin within oneself, okay? This is what I'm looking into. We'll look into the yang energy starting. Yeah, there's got to be some sound cleansing for you. And I'm tasting rain. I'm tasting the air after a heavy rain. I'm tasting the air. Maybe open your window and blast some music. You can do it for 5 minutes. It's a message from spirit. Work with water since I'm tasting rain. Tasting. I don't drink rain, but it's like that. When you inhale and it's kind of that, the earth, all brand new water. It's nice. I like it. It's a good feeling. Yang. Soulmate, your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects. Oh no, this is all alone. Okay. I have trouble with intimacy, says Yang. I have trouble with intimacy. I don't know what comes next. I saved your text and messages and I trusted you. Let's get the response. So your inner Yang What is it? What? I have trouble with intimacy. I hope that you can forgive me one day. I don't know what comes next. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I saved your text and messages. I am not available. I trusted you. I'm starting to understand our connection. What do I see? I want to be more than friends. I have trouble with intimacy. I hope that you can forgive me one day. This necessity to open up. So inside of you, you needed to, darling. You needed to do this, sweetheart. Address this issue with intimacy when it comes to your inner Yang. Forgive yourself for the negligence when it comes to the ability to be intimate, my love. It's important for you to forgive yourself so that you may then be open to receive and also be available to be intimate. So yes, so your inner Yin energy is asking you to work with this trouble with intimacy. There's a lot of water cards here, and I think that this trouble with intimacy has come about because you've spent so much time alone. I was about to say fuck again. You've spent so much time alone. You spend so much time alone, darling. So, but there's no blockage to your inner Yang intimacy. It's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing out of practice. And so there's a forgiveness of that, and there's a moving forward of that. I don't see that love has been at the forefront of your mind. So, when we manifest things, we manifest from our desire, and then we want those things to come out a certain detailed way, like specifics. We have to resonate our emotions in that and experience it first. And I see that your light work has been at the forefront of your mind, so you haven't maybe been asking yourself these practical, meditating on intimacy, because intimacy is not just what happens between the sheets. Intimacy is like what happens in between the sheets that isn't so pleasant, like, like snoring and morning breath. Intimacy, these kinds of things. Into me, see. You've been alone for a long time, that you haven't invited somebody to see into you. And I'm just seeing that you are forgiving of oneself in order to bring this love in, okay? And this is all going to happen in this process of trusting yourself through the ambiguity and understanding your own compassionate, I was about to say discretion, and I want to say discernment. So you're going to balance this out in this way. Hydrate. I don't know what comes next. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I don't know what comes next, Yang. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay. When we don't know what to do, fault and blame have no place really in addressing that. Like, unless you're trying to figure out how you got to this point, like in order to change your actions moving forward in a certain situation. Besides that, fault and blame, if you really do want to fix something, then you approach the situation from the place of the observer, and you're practical, and you make the decisions, the choices, you kind of activate this scorpion crab shell, be in your power. And so, and we had the Empress here, and with empowerment. I don't know what comes next. When you don't know what comes next, these things of fault and blame are only going to feed into insecurities. This is like looking for something to think about when there's really nothing that you need to think about. Almost this busy mindset of the matrix of the collective, where there's always got to be something, some type of input, and then worse still, sometimes there's like, sometimes people start thinking about unnecessary things. Like, if you don't know what to do next, ruminating on fault and blame, this is to be vanquished. This fault and blame, your inner yin energy has got to abolish any preconceived notions of what fault and blame would do to a relationship, is what I see here. Moving forward, you have got, I saved your text and messages. I'm not available. This is also, this is speaking to what I was talking about like when I saw, sometimes I hear your voice, and I saw that you were going to be like imagining somebody's voice, or maybe even connecting with the others like telepathically for comfort, or just finding your way to comfort yourself, to be comforted, like maybe even soothingly speaking to yourself. So whatever it is, this is like I see you saving. This is like almost emergency. What is it? It's like your plan, your escape plan to depression, the escape plan to. I was talking about thought filters too. So probably, Virgo, you might be noticing when you're starting to feel down, and then you have your filter, your automatic, what do I have saved to bring me up, to lift me again? Like I saved your text messages. Like this is you having a save, like a auto save, like a preset. When you start to get down, when there's no love available, like outside from someone else, I'm seeing that you're going somewhere. You have a place, you have your ways to soothe yourself. You find it within yourself. You have something preset to get you through this. This is very, very common for soldiers, darling. You're a soldier of the light. So, but it is not forever, okay? You're not going to be unavailable forever. This is somebody whose masculine energy is embarking, okay, on some type of endeavor, mission, wherever your manifestation is, whatever your plan is reading to, and the yang energy has prepared for this, and the yin energy, which isn't usually made for war, okay, well, not the brute force kind of war, when this receptive, soft yin energy isn't available, I see that you have your fail-safe or something to help you get through that until the end of this journey. I trusted you. I'm starting to understand our connection. You trusted yourself. You have been trusting yourself to embark on this journey, Virgo. And you're going to start to really understand the connection, first of all, within your inner yin and yang. And you have love coming to you. You have a relationship coming to you. And it's because you trusted yourself and you trusted the universe. Listen, I love you. Spirit loves you. You're very loved. You are, and you deserve it. You deserve this. You deserve it. So, and let's always remember that, we're here for a reason. And so then when we get to, enjoy the earned gratification, not the instant gratification, but the cultivated gratification of one's own essence, something that could never be taken from you, never. That is, it's the point of it all. Yeah, I'm in such a channeled space. What? Okay, I hope this all made sense. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle card. Spirit for the light. How should we close here for Virgo? November 2023, manifestations, activations, hero reading. This reading is good for about 30 days. After you've seen it, the activations, I put the intention that anybody activated will have my support for 30 days after that activation. And it's just a conscious choice to accept the activation, be aware of it, and it's just a conscious choice to release the negative thoughts from your chakra system. 30 days, darling. Oh shit, we're closing out strong here. Let's go. Virgo. Breathe. Breathe, Virgo. Let's see what the message says in the book. I like reading from the book to close. It's number 29. Patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. I'm going to give you the relationship and the protection message. Relationship message. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open, talking about intimacy. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Yes, the necessity to release the tension. Beautiful. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. This is how you've gotten this far, by being in the moment. Because if you were to just always be waiting for your reward, whatever, you'd go nuts. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Okay. So, and then because you've been prepared, like I don't see danger. I see that you're capable anyway of dealing with anything that may be dangerous. But you've really been preparing yourself though, like fortifying yourself spiritually. This is why I want to do protection. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Please do work with the elements, work with 2D or just educate yourself about 2D before trying to work with it. Okay. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. And so are you, Virgo. So precious. I love you. My name is Carol Garcia. Carol Lisette Garcia. I never say my last name. This is your November 2023 manifestation activation video. I'll see you next time. Bye.